All right, so here is one of the trade ideas that I've been waiting on for quite some time and wanted to share with everybody why I was selling. I'm on the 4 hour time frame, and just so you know, this is a counter trend trade for on based on the overall daily direction. So I do have rules for that. I typically would trade a lower lot size, or my TP won't be as much as if I was aligned with the daily trend. So in this particular pair, let me go to a clean chart so everyone can see what's going on. I wanted to share with you what I saw and why I'm taking the sale. So when you're trading, you have to remember to focus your eye on the overall picture. The bigger patterns typically hold a a lot more weight than the smaller ones from my experience. So even though you have all these left shoulders right here, I found the highest point of the left shoulder and started drawing out the head and shoulder pattern. And for those who don't know, the head and shoulder pattern is simply this pattern right here. Okay, where you have the market move up, pull back, move higher. We like to see a break of the neckline, so this is considered the neckline, and we prefer that the neckline break is more than 100% to confirm a change in direction, the shift in direction. And then we're simply waiting for the market to come back to this left shoulder around that range to take the sell back down, as you can see on the chart. All right, so moving forward, 4 hours setup. Notice when I'm in a 4 hour zone, I will typically wait until I get the change in character on this 1 hour zone, which is pretty much the M pattern like this, and then take the trade. You can also do this on a lower time frame. So there is a slight possibility that I may be in this trade a little earlier because I don't have that pattern yet. However, one of the reasons that I'm taking this sell is I noticed when it got to the zone, the market on the 1 hour threw out a nice wick in a bearish candle. And so I was like, okay, this threw out a wick, and the wick was about almost 20 pips. Okay. And then I was like, well, let me look at the next candle. And I noticed that the candle was trapped inside the selling candle. And I was like, okay, so that tells me that there are less buyers in the market and there are more sellers because it didn't break above this candle. So this is when you become more advanced or on your trading journey. I want to say that. I want to call it that. You'll start to learn how to read the candlesticks and comprehend what they actually mean. So I could be early or I could be right on time. I still don't know because I have just a piece of the puzzle, but I know that based on those two factors, if anything, with this breakout of this move up, I do expect a retracement if it was going to continue moving up, at least back down to half of this and bullish engulfing candle. And it's a bullish engulfing. I'll show you on the higher time frame. So I do expect the market to give me at least 50% and then push up if it's gonna do that. And if that's the case, then I can always do a scalp. But even just that pullback alone is 27 pips. It's Asian session. I'm only going for 15 to 20 pips unless there's news to help push this market in the direction I'm looking for it to go in. Now on a 2 hour time frame, you would see that you have a bearish engulfing candle, and in one of the older videos, I would trade 50% of the engulfing candle to take my entries for the pullback. So this candle did do that right here. However, you got your breakout, but then you still have a gap because this candle broke structure to the left. So this eventually will need to be filled, this little area right here. Okay, your gap is between a seller and a buyer after the breakout candle. So this right here would need to be filled. So that aligns with where I'm looking to TP at. before it continues in the direction that it was going. And when you look on the lower time frame, you'll also see the gap, the breakout of this zone right here. So the zone is structured. So this is previous resistance. Now when we get that pullback, it'll be support. Okay, this was previous. Oh, this is support. We don't have a resistance because the market hasn't violated this zone just yet. Don't want to get off topic on support and resistance, but I just wanted to show you why I'm looking for the market to pull back in this orange zone to fill this imbalance before, if it decide moving up. Now, why did I think this market will move higher? Well, on the daily time frame, you're gonna have a beautiful teacup pattern set up here. This high will be taken out at some point, so that's why I believe it'll push higher before we get another sell off. Okay, and we still have a bullish engulfing candle on the 4-hour time frame. There was another area that I noticed. Now, if I was to use my fibs to take my high to my low of this entire move, we are actually at the 702 area, which is good, where you typically get a reaction. So I wish I would have had a sell limit right here at this zone, because it's pretty powerful for the sell. But I set my alert just in case the momentum was strong and I needed to wait for that change of direction. So this zone overall is pretty good. Now, how did I find my zones? On this particular setup, there was a blue box. Now, notice on some brokers, the blue blocks do not show, and some of them do. So when I go to, let's say, 8 cap, okay, it's blue box on I think it was the lower time frame. Yeah, it was the 2-hour time frame. And this is why I'm only going for 20 pips. On a 2-hour time frame, I have a blue box, and the market, it was fresh money in the zone. So let me go ahead and clear this off real quick to kind of show you. So notice how on this broker, it don't show that very small one on the same time frame, but on a Wanda, it does show another blue box. So with this blue box here, it almost lines with this one. You can extend it for over to the right, and then you'll see market reacted in this area of fresh money, woo, for the sell. Now we can get a little bit more of a momentum pullback into this left shoulder on this inverted. That would be awesome if it does go this far down. Okay, that would be amazing. We're talking more than 100 pips. That would need to be some news to come out. But that's how I set the zone up. Now, the reason why I say it could push up, because I have an imbalance up here that needs to be filled. So I know this market isn't really ready to do the big move, but it's getting pretty close. So I do expect EURNZD to come in this area at some point. Okay, it could wick up and then sell down. So it could do something like this and then take the sell to the next structure or right shoulder, and then hopefully break above this high. Who knows? Okay, so I just want to share that with everyone, and let me know if you have any questions about this trade idea. Like I said, it's quite a nice setup. You know, you got this up trend right here. Okay, you have your break. You can take the retest of that break and a retest of the trend line, which is around, depending on how you draw it. Let's go ahead and do it like that. So I'm using the trend line as a support on this move here, getting closer to the market. So I definitely kind of don't want to chop this off. So I'll just leave it at the support of this, using the trend lines as support, and then wherever it intersects at a key level makes sense for it to react. So this is a break and retest of the trend line, as well as the right shoulder of this overall move. So that is why I am selling. I hope everyone was able to get some value out of this. Eventually, I want to figure out how to get my live trading, so you can see that I'm taking the trades with everyone, for just in case anyone needed to know and see. More to follow as I continue my journey. Happy trading this week. Don't forget NFP at the end of the week. So be safe out there with your risk management and your psychology. Take care and stay tuned to the next one.